Chad Hole. Let him speak for himself.
Welcome to FTN's presents Chad Hole. I'm Chad. This is my slower compadre, William Spencer.
Okay, I'll deal with you later.
Yeah?
I'll deal with you later.
Well, just to tell you a little bit about Chad Hole, this is a segment where we are able to talk about football things, what's on your mind, what's going on the page, get your viewpoints on it. Me and him are going to talk about it. Y'all get to vote on it. I want to hear y'all voices on it. So.
I'm actually going to make sense. He's going to sound really slow, and then y'all get to vote for me, and I'll take it from there.
Right. And what we'll do there is we'll take a poll on everything. Get it all together. I want to hear all your voices on it, all right? Like I said, just to tell you a little bit about me, I'm with the Blackhawks. If y'all don't know, I'm Blackhawks Trey 8. They call me Chad, or the whole Chad thing presents itself. Will, you can tell a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Now here's the important part. You don't want to miss this. I am William Spencer, a.k.a. number 94 on the Dynasty Lions, a.k.a. the 2014 fall tournament champion. And if you don't believe me, here's my trophy. I'm just going to sit this way. You know.
My hair's like brushed nickel. I don't even...
Brushed nickel?
Yeah.
But you don't got one.
It's all right. Well, we're plotting on another day.
Yeah, somewhere along in the future. Yeah, like when you're gray.
I'm not going to throw any shade on you, though. You know, congratulations. You know what I mean? 2014 fall champs. You put in a lot of work, or barely work.
Barely?
Yeah, you know.
Barely, but I'm an innocent bystander.
Okay, so for today's show, we're going to start with the topic of D. Button. Right. He's the quarterback for the Urban Legends, who recently played against the Dynasty Lions in the championship game. But the topic will be, is he boom or bust? Excuse me, beast or bust.
What do you think, though?
I think he's a beast, and here's why.
Beast?
Yes, beast. While he doesn't throw a lot for a quarterback, he can beat you with his feet. They have a system in play where they run the ball, and they can run the ball pretty much anywhere they want to. You got to look at how he's doing it.
All right.
Now, I will say he does need to throw the ball more so he can be more diverse. But between his feet, the running backs that they have on the team, they have 3 or 4 guys that can run the ball at any time. And I'm not counting Tevin.
But the question was D. Button.
D. Button?
A beast or a bust?
Yes, he's a beast.
I'm not talking about ATL squad.
I'm talking, but you got
to
factor in
player.
You got to factor in the system that he's working in. Every quarterback has a system that works for them. And for right now, it worked for him. He beat y'all. He got to the chip. So he can't be that bad.
Ninja.
I'm just saying.
Ninja.
I'm just saying. And before, and had Eddie not come to the Hawks, he probably would have done a better job than the boy that you had out there who's getting racked by Caleb. Sorry.
What are you talking about?
We right on the goal line. Oh, why we right on the goal line?
Yeah. High school track team is a problem.
Throw it.
State champs.
Here we go.
Stop. Pass.
All right, look. Let's start back to the first time that we played ATL. And we went through a couple of their quarterbacks. I remember clearing out a couple of them at least.
That's okay. But didn't they win that game?
And they lost that game.
They did.
They lost.
They lost in the Snow Bowl?
Lost the Snow Bowl, yes.
What was the score?
So, that's
What's the
very...
final score?
It was 21-14.
21-14?
Yes. Similar to like your championship game. Are you going to discredit that? Or?
No, I didn't discredit it. I just said it's kind of close.
Look, I say bust, and I love you, D. You an honorary Hawk. But look, in this system that you play in, you run a lot. And I think it's kind of getting away from...
That's the point.
He doesn't have...
We have a lot of quarterbacks that run. Your quarterback runs more than anybody else. I say Buttons gets a second.
I don't don't believe it.
Are you kidding me?
No, he actually does pretty good at
I'm not saying
the ball.
I'm not discrediting Eddie's distribution of the ball.
Does not have a passing game.
He doesn't have anybody to pass to.
On top of that, he's actually new to this system. He has a system that's set in place, like you said, that's being productive.
They're a new team in this league.
No, they're not. They played 3 games already. How long are we going to give them breast milk?
This is my time. Now, what that means is I get 60 seconds to plead my case without this dude butting in and saying something retarded.
Whatever, Ninja.
Now, the point is, D Button, while he doesn't throw a lot, he does have high percentage passes. He has short passes. He does wheel routes, whatever you want to call them. He dink and dunk you down the field. He can run, and with the running backs that he has in the backfield, he's very dangerous. He's also beaten 3 of the teams, 2 good teams, and the Spartans. He beat them to make it to the chip. So you can't really discredit what he's done this far as a quarterback. That's why I say he's beast. Now, what he has to do to get better is he has to develop. He has to. What's wrong with your hands? You got.
I'm tutting over here.
Yeah, something wrong with you. He has to develop a more accurate deep ball if he wants to be considered a threat in this league. He has to get his wide receivers together so that he can create long plays. 10 seconds. Long story short, he's going to be a problem. There's nothing else to say after that. He's going to be good. He's really going to be good.
All right. Now it's my time, Ninja. Now, you messed up the first time. You said that the Spartans played against ATL, and that was wrong. D-Button never lined up against the Spartans as of yet.
Sure.
He's played 4 games at the quarterback position. He's 2-2 during that time.
Who'd he beat?
He beat ECF. He lost to ECF. He beat the Hawks, Outlaws, and he lost to Dynasty. That's how it went. So it expands back to that 2014 spring tournament, right? Until now. During that time, he's barely made it through these games. I'm talking like peeling him off the ground. I thought he was dead a couple times. And he didn't even... He's not as effective at the quarterback position. If it wasn't for the Agape fumble, the whiff, a couple controversial first downs that they created during that time, and then Will kind of sequence that happened, like, I don't see them being anywhere where they were supposed to be. I need more time from you, D-Button. As much love to you, but I just think you're a bust. That's it. All right, now, while we talking here, let's talk about the monsters. Where do you think they're going? Do you think they're on the rise or they on the decline? Decline. Mm-hmm. Why you say that? What you got?
Where do I start?
The
last good game that they had was just this weekend, where they played the Spartans, and they put the smackdown on 35-7.
Obliterated them.
Yo,
Blasted
Spartans, y'all know
oblivion.
I have a soft spot for y'all. Everybody know in this league, I kind of have a soft spot for y'all, but to take a beat down like that from a team who hasn't really beaten anybody in weeks, they got bumped from the tournament after being late by ATL, who was an up-and-coming team. Right. I mean, who else have you beaten in the last couple of months?
So you saying it was like a pity win?
I mean, that's how you get your spirits up. You beat one of the bum teams. They lost to the Renegades a couple times. They went on a losing streak.
So it's like you saying like the Spurs just went to the D League and played the 67ers.
No, the Spurs went to the nearest high school and played the kindergartners. They skid, you know how
Duncan backing them down. That was Crunchy.
I mean, Crunchy had a good game. I won't deny that. But again, look who he was playing. The Spartans are in a rebuilding. The Spartans are in a rebuilding period. They're trying to figure out who is going to play where.
I can't say. I gotta say they're actually on the rise.
How are you going to say they're on the rise? Who have they beaten?
All
right, first, tell me where the wins are. If you can tell me where the wins are, I'll think about agreeing with you. But
we're talking about a veteran team that went to the conference finals.
But that's
actually to the finals last spring, right?
Last spring?
So, yeah, last spring. Okay. So 2014, they were just there. They were just there, and they may have had a slow off season or free preseason game. Now the production team is Ninja, already blocking. But like I said, They are the monsters, outlaws, whichever way you want to mix it. They made it up to the. They made it to the finals.
As the outlaws.
They made it to the finals.
As the
my
outlaws.
time. It's my time. So I get 60 seconds for you not to be intrusive on any of the thoughts that I'm talking about.
Oh, look at that big word you use.
All right?
That's adorable.
The Hawks were beat by the Monsters. I have to say it. You know what I mean? And they actually went to the finals, the tournament before. They're a veteran team. They have a strong group, really good leadership, and they're really good at bringing in talent. I respect this team because they're able to do the same thing in and out. They have probably the best offense in this league. Consistently.
Dynasty.
And even though some people might say it's another team, I still believe that Crunchy Black and whatever 10 other players that he puts on his field is able to put it together every single game that he goes into. And that's how I feel. That's just how I feel. And anybody else that don't like that, you know what I mean, can kiss my Chad hole.
Now, the reason the Outlaws, the Monsters, or whatever their next name will be, they're not the same team they were as the Outlaws. They're the Monsters now. They make it apparent to everybody on the page when we misinform ourselves when we call them the Outlaws. They're not the Outlaws anymore. So what they've done as the Outlaws is done. Ricky took half the team with him when he left and made the Renegades.
Defunct.
Since they've been the Monsters, what have they done? They've beaten nobody except the Spartans. They might as well go ahead and play the Knuckleheads and beat them too. That's not an accomplishment. And that's no disrespect to the Knuckleheads.
I think it might be.
Alright, a little shot.
Brethren.
But still, they haven't done anything since becoming the Monsters. They got bounced in the first round by Atlanta, who came out of nowhere. It doesn't matter. Basically, the Outlaws haven't done squat since becoming the Monsters. They 1-3. Congrats on beating the Spartans, by the way, 35-7. Way to go, Crunchy. Now, the last topic for today's episode will be who will win in a race. Chad Hole or me. Now, we've actually done this before, and I pretty much smoked him. And now I know you're thinking, how come Will's not fast? He's just a big guy. Nah, I got good feet. And I dusted this dude. Yep. We've done the whole witness thing. We had the placement of where we were supposed to run to. And I'll admit, he had a big lead. But what happens when a Chad Hole is a Chad Hole? He showboats. Without crossing the line.
That's what a Chad
So when you showboat without crossing the line, guess what? You take it out. Which you did.
But
hey,
the point was that you were beat by 2 car limps before you even
now let's not exaggerate.
Your first step.
Let's not exaggerate
So, I don't even think this is really a race.
lengths.
I just want to get this over. I know we're trying to really publicize it and
of course you want to get it over.
And the smoke and the dance. We're going to have the cheerleaders and the people doing backflips in the background. We need to just get this race over because I'm going to murder you.
You would like that.
And that's it.
You would like that because when you lose, when you think that you're so good at something, it leaves a really bad taste in your mouth. And when you have to walk around with that taste, it's like muck. I don't know what it's like. It's like trash
holding on to dear life for this race. I was at like 60% healed from an Achilles surgery.
Here we go. He had Achilles surgery 2 years ago, and he was feeling some type. It was cold outside, and it was messing up his leg.
It was just in March.
He started
I
to
raced you in April,
and he was digging up his nose, and then all of a sudden, he wasn't gonna win.
It's kind of foul.
Basically, we're gonna race. We'll do it for the show. We'll race before the spring tournament. We'll do a show or a segment before the spring tournament.
That's what's up.
We'll race. I'll smoke him again, and then there won't be any dispute. Now, for audience, please, if you ever see this dude in the street, ask him, is your Achilles okay? Are you ready to go? Will's going to play. He's going to actually race you again. So just ask him to make sure that he's updated and, he's doing the calisthenics. He's doing the stretching and all of that.
What'd you say? This is just it. Unfortunately, we would have to excuse everyone for the presence of Will's neck because his has made a full appearance. His neck was not able to attend the show today,
Dude,
and it will be here
are you really gonna talk about somebody's neck?
next week.
You really gonna talk about somebody's neck? You're all shoulders on the other side too.
All right.
Where's your neck at?
Unfortunately,
Your headset is hanging off for dear life, and you talk about
back to
somebody's
you,
neck?
Drake. Back to you.
Get out of here.
Back to you, Drake.
So today, basically, we're gonna close it down. But just so everybody gets the synopsis of what happened today, we had 3 topics. Whether D Button was Beast or Bust. I chose Beast. This fool chose Bust. We did the Outlaws. Sorry, I keep forgetting they keep changing their name. They're the Monsters now. Whether they were on the rise or decline, I've chosen to give them the thumbs down. They almost in the bottom of the basement with the league now. He chose to give them credit for past accomplishments, giving them the rise and the thumbs up. And then we had the last segment where this thought he could beat me in a race. We've already proven that that's not possible, but you know, we're gonna wait till his Achilles heals for another 4 months. Then we're gonna give it a shot again during the spring tournament. I'm gonna smoke him again, and then it's not gonna leave any miscues or anything like that.
All right, I'm gonna wrap this up. Basically, we talked about D Button, whether he's valid or not. I think we need more time. Much respect to you. We talked about the Outlaws / Monsters. Much respect to y'all. I think veteran
It's just
leadership
Monsters
always
now.
will bring them up to the top of this league. And we talked about the foot race. We don't even really got to talk about the foot race. We just got to be about the foot race. And when we're about the foot race,
I still get text messages to this day about it.
Yeah,
He's in disbelief.
But I just need y'all to put y'all thoughts, y'all concerns, whatever y'all feel that y'all think we should talk about out there on the page. Until the next time, I'm out. Trey 8.